Welcome back to Bobby King Iraqi Dinar News. Today we've got some powerful updates straight from Iraq, and this one is big. Iraq is finally telling us exactly what they're doing and how they're doing it. If you're serious about staying ahead on the Iraqi Dinar, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, tap that notification bell, and support me so I can keep bringing you these updates. Thank you very much, it's going to be great. Something remarkable is unfolding in Iraq right now. For decades, the country has been synonymous with war headlines, political instability, and economic struggles. Yet beneath the noise, Iraq is sending a very different kind of message, one that should make every global market watcher, investor, and everyday citizen stop and pay attention. Iraq is telling us exactly what they're doing. The world just hasn't connected the dots yet. At first glance, their statements feel vague, almost cryptic. But if you step back and look at the implications, the picture sharpens into something stunning. Iraq is preparing to fully integrate into the global financial system. And if that's true, it changes everything, not just for Iraq, but for the entire region, and possibly for the way we think about global trade itself. A shift that no one thought possible for years. Iraq's economy has been constrained, isolated by sanctions, weakened by corruption, and dependent almost entirely on oil exports. Its currency, the Iraqi dinar, has been seen as unstable, locked out of serious global conversation. Many dismissed Iraq as a "what could have been" story in the Middle East. But the latest signals coming from Baghdad suggest a bold pivot. Officials are speaking openly about reforms in their banking sector, modernization of payment systems, and compliance with international financial standards. While the language is cautious, phrases like strengthening financial transparency or aligning with international mechanisms, anyone who has studied the slow choreography of nations entering global markets knows what this means. Iraq is laying the groundwork for integration, and they're doing it in plain sight. Why this is so shocking? Think about it. A nation that has been written off as unstable, even incapable of basic governance, is suddenly announcing steps that align it with institutions like the IMF, the World Bank, and even SWIFT banking standards. This isn't just paperwork. This is an intentional move to rebuild credibility with the global community. By tightening anti-money laundering rules, digitizing financial processes, and talking about currency stability, Iraq is signaling that it wants to play by the rules of global finance. And here's the kicker. When countries make this kind of shift, history shows us it's rarely symbolic. Once the machinery starts moving, it usually accelerates faster than anyone expects. The global ripples. Why should this matter to the rest of us? Because integration into the global financial system isn't just about Iraq, it's about how money flows across borders. A reconnected Iraq could unlock new energy partnerships. Their vast oil reserves, once seen as difficult to monetize due to financial isolation, could become far more attractive to global investors. Boost regional stability. When a country begins to integrate financially, it often reduces internal volatility, jobs are created, trust in institutions increases, and corruption becomes harder to hide. Signal opportunity. For businesses and individuals who understand the early signs, these shifts create openings in trade, investment, and partnership before the mainstream narrative catches up. Most importantly, it changes the perception of Iraq itself, from a fragile state on the periphery to a participant in the financial heartbeat of the world. Reading between the lines, critics might argue Iraq's statements are too vague to mean much. But that's exactly how this kind of transformation begins. No country announces, "we're re-entering the world stage today." Instead, they signal carefully, build trust step by step, and let the results speak. We've seen it before. Vietnam's integration started with obscure banking reforms. Eastern European nations that are now EU members once used the same restrained language Iraq is using today. The signs may seem small in the moment, but in hindsight, they become glaring. And Iraq isn't hiding it. They're telling us, directly, this is what we're doing, this is how we're doing it. A message of hope for the people of Iraq. This is more than policy, it's a potential lifeline. Imagine a generation that has known only sanctions, inflation, and instability suddenly stepping into a world where their currency is recognized, their banks are trusted, and their businesses can compete globally. It means opportunity. It means pride. It means a seat at the table they've been excluded from for far too long. For the rest of the world, It means we have to start seeing Iraq not as yesterday's news, but as tomorrow's possibility. The road ahead, no transformation of this scale happens overnight. There will be hurdles, setbacks, and skepticism. But the trajectory is undeniable. Iraq has started the process of change, and they are bold enough to say it out loud. The world's financial systems are not static, they evolve as new players join, new technologies emerge, and new alliances form. If Iraq is truly on the path of reintegration, it's not just an internal story. It's a global one. And here's the truth. Those who pay attention now, who understand the weight of these signals, will be ahead of the curve when the rest of the world finally wakes up. Final thought: Iraq is speaking, and the message is clear. The only question is whether we're listening. Behind their careful words lies a reality too powerful to ignore. A country long thought broken is preparing to re-enter the financial bloodstream of the world. If that doesn't shock you, if that doesn't give you hope, then perhaps you're not seeing what Iraq is showing us. Because history is whispering through their statements, and it's saying something extraordinary. Change is coming. In the end, I want to ask all my friends watching to stay positive and patient, because patience truly is the key to success. Please subscribe to my channel and show your support. Wishing you all a wonderful day. Thank you so much.